Whenever I speak up in meetings or push back on ideas, I'm told I'm intense.
This topic gets me because I work for so many years in a male dominated industry, and it was so hard for me to make my voice heard.
I consider myself 100% feminist, but I don't know if you've heard, probably you have, the term, like how they say it, feminazi.
Anda, canijo, ese no lo he escuchado.
Man, like, guys, everybody that has a penis, basically.
You need to know how to treat people, and you need to know how to talk to people. And on the other hand, I don't know why people have the perception of being bossy as being bad. It's a lot that we have to do as a woman to find our places and be respected at work, but we are not gonna get to that point if we don't support each other. Hey guys, welcome back. Fer, please tell me about this letter, because for some reason I feel like I'm gonna get a little too intense with my opinion, but go ahead, Fer.
Oh my God. So, okay, it's Daniela who wrote us today. It says, "Hi, Anna and Fer. I need your insight on something that's been eating me. My name's Daniela. I'm 31, and I work in a male-dominated industry.
Okay.
Whenever I speak up in meetings or push back on ideas, I'm told I'm intense or too passionate. But when a male colleague does the same, he's praised as a strong leader. It's frustrating, and I'm starting to doubt myself. Am I actually too intense, or is it just another double standard? How do I keep standing up for myself without being labeled? I'd love your advice on how to handle this without losing my voice. Thanks for being here. I need some honest advice."
Okay.
What do you think, Anita? I think this is a really common thing among women, right?
Yes, I'm gonna start getting intense. So get ready or turn it off, or I don't know what you wanna do. Si eres hombre, bienvenido también. Okay, Fer, this topic gets me because I work for so many years in a male dominated industry, and it was so hard for me to make my voice heard. And I think I went through a lot of situations that I wish I could go back at this moment and change the outcome. Because as Daniela, I think I was trying to be a little, like try to make space for myself, but it was so hard. It was so hard because I remember being in meetings where there were like 5, 6 men and me. And if I had an idea, they didn't even pay attention to me. And minutes later, one of the guys will bring up the same exact idea, and they will be, like praising
Everybody
the
will
guy.
be like,
"Oh, wow, you are so creative. You are so amazing." And it was very frustrating. But I gotta recognize that back on the days I was too quiet, I will say. I was not too confident, and that affected my career a lot. These days, I'm a completely different person. I have learned so much, but also I have learned from like really bad experiences. So, Daniela, it depends. I would like to see how Daniela speaks too, because on the other side, I think feminism these days is taking a place and a turn that not many people was expecting, right? Like I can see both sides.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I consider myself 100% feminist, but I don't know if you've heard, probably you have, the term, like how they say it, feminazi.
Anda, canijo, ese no lo he escuchado.
No,
Feminazi?
no, Anita.
No.
Yes, feminazi.
So what does that
Yes.
mean?
That's like someone who's like all like too extreme about, like fuck men, fuck like guys, everybody that has a penis, basically. It's like, I don't have to deal with that, right? And so yeah, they tend, these feminazis, the way I see them is like they tend to be, groseras with guys, just for the sake of, being guys.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying. Like it also depends on how you talk to them. Like, what is it that you're saying? Are you offending someone? Like, are you being rude? Are you being maybe, and it's not even like going to the fact that it's a guy that you're talking to. I feel like there's people in general, both guys and girls, who don't have, ¿cómo que se dice? Como tacto al hablar.
That they are not respectful.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
It's just like they're very like straightforward, and to me that's like something personal. I don't take it like as offensive.
Nice.
No,
Offensive.
I'm not offended about, I have friends that are very like así directotes, right? And that's fine with me. But I know that there's also a lot of people who don't like to hear like, oh, why not? Oh, because I don't like it. Kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
So it depends.
Yeah, I think one thing, because I know those personalities, I have some people in my life, and I know some people that are very straightforward and are very like crudos, órale, sas, ahí te va el madrazo.
Sí.
And I actually like those people because you know
Same.
what to expect from them. They are so honest that I laugh. Like I remember, and I'm gonna mention one of them because I love her. There is a very good journalist here in DFW area, Rebecca. Rebecca, I had an interview with her in Rollos de Mujeres podcast, and I love her. And she even told me, like, I know many people don't like the way I am because I am very direct, but I love those kind of people because you know who they are from the first moment. But on the other side, I think, yes, if you work, let's say in corporate America or any kind of job, you need to know how to treat people and you need to know how to talk to people. And I don't think any room will be a good place to raise your voice and to be disrespectful in any way. So it doesn't matter what the meeting is about, what you guys are discussing. I don't think raising your voice or being disrespectful to anyone is necessary. And I had those type of
100%.
bosses too in the past where they thought that because you scream, you are a good leader, or because you scream, you have the reason. And I hate that. I think that's one of the reasons we humans are different from animals. And I'm gonna speak very very rude right now. Not
Harshly,
very rude, very harsh, like Fer says. Because that's the thing that makes us different from animals. El raciocinio, ¿verdad? That we are able to think and we are able to process ideas and to communicate. So I don't think any room it's good for that. Now, in Daniela's case, I don't know how she's acting in front of people because they had that perception of her. Is one person who has that opinion is more than one person, because also fair, like if one person has that opinion of you, maybe something personal, right? But if 2, 3, 4, 5 people have the same opinion of you, maybe that's something that you need to analyze as well about yourself.
Right. I guess just like the way that you talk or how you say things might be an issue. But at the same time, Anita, I also feel like in a, male-dominated industry, it's really hard to come up with ideas and, be original. And they're always like, oh, no, we'll just, that's a good idea, but we'll think about it, right? And then another guy comes and says the same thing with different words, and it's like mind-blowing, right? Oh, yes, this is so awesome. Que no sé qué. And then it's just like, I feel like I'm going to another like topic, but still in the same area, I would say. Even entre mujeres, like there's sometimes like this terrible situations where you come up. I had a situation in one of my last jobs where I would come with an idea. The boss was a lady, and she was a woman, and she would take credit of my ideas. She'd be like, oh yeah, like, yes, this project was great, and she would take accountability and credit for that idea, for the project, and she would never give credit to the rest of us. So it was like, it's just like, it depends. It depends. Because there are also like shitty people out there.
Yeah. No, and to be honest with you, I feel like in order for you to advance and to get a name out there and to be respected, sometimes you have to be not like it, like sometimes you have to be loud, and sometimes you have to be strong, even if they call you bossy. And on the other hand, I don't know why people have the perception of being bossy as being bad. I think for us women it's hard. You gotta be, I'm gonna say another word, ni siquiera la puedo pronunciar. ¿Cómo se dice playa? No, la otra. En inglés.
You have to be a bitch.
Sí, ni siquiera lo puedo pronunciar. I can't even say that word. But sometimes you have to be that to be respected. It depends on the environment that you are at, right? But definitely, like, women have it harder on the corporate world. Yes, but also
100%.
I am a mom of 2 boys, and I have conversations with my husband from previous jobs he had. And yes, I think some women are coming very, a friend of mine says, not empowered, but with power and like trying to push people down. I feel like some women are taking this feminism movement on the grown with the grown meaning, like, and using it to destroy other people. Like, honestly, for me, I don't care if you are a man, if you're a woman, I don't care. Like, if we're on the workplace, I care about your capabilities, I care about your work ethic, I care about your responsibility,
that you're responsible.
if you are respectful, if you want to grow, if you want to learn. That's what I care for. I don't care if you're a man, women, whatever you want to be. I don't care. But it seems like some workplaces still have those labels, right?
100%. And we're also like taking it to extremes, I feel. Because like what you're saying, like, empowered women are great, awesome, like, I love them, right? Because I feel that with empowerment, it also comes, the support to other women, to other, people of your community. But like you're saying, when it's women that have power, it happens that they're also like bad leaders, como this person that I was mentioning, that she would take credit of everything and the ideas that her team would come up with. And to me, that's like, yes, you're a woman, you're a woman, but you're not being a leader also. So it's just, it's hard. It's definitely hard.
Now, we're talking about other people, right? But let's confess ourselves. Have you been described, or has someone tell you, like, bájale de huevos, Fernanda, you are too much? Or...
Not at all.
No, really?
No,
you are
not
always
at all.
Sweet and respectful.
Yeah, I'm very patient. But at the same time, I feel that with being patient and being like supportive and being like very on your employee's side, because I've been a manager in the past.
Miren, ahí como ven a la fe.
It also comes with, I remember I would struggle with, okay, I need to sit down with this person and be like, hey, you're doing this wrong. And that would get me like more nervous, because, managing people, it's really hard. It's hard. It's like everybody has a different personality. You have to basically talk or refer to someone in different ways.
Yeah.
You have to tell them, whatever you need to tell them in different ways. There's people that are very open to feedback and like constructive criticism, if you want to call it that way. And there's people that don't want to know anything about it, or that can be like very como a la defensiva.
Stubborn. Yeah. Yeah.
Or stubborn, yeah.
Yeah, many people may not know, but I worked for this company a couple years ago. I actually worked for them for almost 6 years or over 6 years. I don't remember. It's an amazing company, and they teach you about leadership skills, continuous improvement, how to improve processes, many different tools that I love. I really, really learned so much from them. They base all their training on this philosophy that comes from Japan that is called Kaizen. And we will be sharing a lot of that with you guys because there are so many tools that have helped me in my life that I think you guys will love, and it will help you in your professional and personal life. But I learned so many things there, Fer. Speaking of how to be a good leader, I think we have a really bad misperception of what a leader is, right? And we need to emphasize how important it is to be respectful to people, to have empathy with people when you are managing or when you are leading projects. Also, how you need to encourage growth on people. Because I don't know, I feel like once you have a good leader, you will be achieving things that you had no idea you were capable of, only if you have a good leader. Also, I think a leader doesn't take credit. Their job, their results, and their people are the ones that give them their credit. So that's why I need to understand better, like what's the situation on Daniela's environment right now, because she may have to analyze herself and be more, how do you call it, like more open to the feedback.
Okay. Yeah.
Because when you are a good leader, even if you are female, believe me, men are gonna respect you and are gonna follow you.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I feel like I've had my mentor, she's a woman, and she's a really good leader. And a lot of people in the industry respect her. You know, men and women. It's just, it comes both ways, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard to be a good leader. It's definitely something that's, in my opinion, not for everybody. And I do feel that there are a lot of I guess like a lot of people in the wrong roles, in the wrong leadership roles in corporate America.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Everywhere.
cannot speak of everywhere, but I've worked for corporate America. So, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely we have a lot of work to do here. We have the challenge of changing stereotypes because the reality is that, yes, some men, not everybody, but some men make fun of women. They don't want to help women, and they call us emotional, sensitive, and they think that we are not capable.
Hormonal.
Or hormonal, that we are not capable to be in decision-making roles because of our nature, which is very offensive and it's very not true. Also, we gotta work on promote equal representation. Wherever you are at, it can be a small company, a big company, or your own company. Give the opportunity to the most capable person.
Right.
No matter if it's a woman or if or is a man
Or a guy.
or a guy.
No.
And also
Totally.
we gotta support each other. Sorry, Fer. I get
feel like I'm
excited
like,
with this
yeah.
topic.
Sí. No, but you were saying, go ahead.
We have to support each other. Like if you see a woman struggling at work and you think men have been bullied to her, support her. Stand by her. Like speak for her. Say her name on the room. Help her. If you know about the better opportunity that it's gonna be a better work environment, tell her. Like support each other. Because I guess it's a lot that we have to do as a woman to find our places and be respected at work, but we are not gonna get to that point if we don't support each other, because
Exactly.
acá entre nos, sometimes with women can be even worse.
Exactly. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the episode. Like, women, like, sometimes we just don't support each other. And it's like, well, if I'm not gaining your support, if I don't have your support as a fellow, like, as another woman, like, it just makes it harder.
Yeah.
Because guys, they'll be like, they fight over something and then the next day they love each other. And for us, it's just like, uy, no, ya me hiciste enojar. Like, I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna even like talk to you anymore at the workplace. And it's like, shouldn't be like that.
And definitely, if you really want to move up in the corporate world or any job that you have, also remember that you gotta keep learning, keep educating yourself. You have to do your best to deserve that position too, because what I've seen lately in many different companies, they are so obsessed with all these new ideology of inclusivity,
Oh,
diversity,
yeah.
blah blah blah. Like I have seen also to be unfair that so many positions have been taken for by minorities or people that don't deserve those places just because they have that label, but they are not capable to do the work. So I feel like at the end of the day, I go back to what I was saying. I don't care if you are a man, woman, if you're whatever, but if you are capable of doing the job and you have the good intention of learning, of being a good element for that project, just go for it and find the support. And if you are in a leadership position, support those kind of people because they are the ones that are going to make the project to be successful, no matter the
Exactly.
color of their skin, no matter their, ¿cómo se dice? Sexo?
Gender.
Gender, ya ni sé
Gender.
cómo se dice.
Sí, sí, sí.
¿Verdad?
Yeah.
I think
No,
so.
100%. No, 100%. And I also feel like, again, if you don't feel comfortable in that job environment or work environment, you should consider, like, again, if you are not being heard. Like a writer told us, like, it's just, if she just doesn't feel right, if she doesn't feel like she's being listened, if she doesn't feel like, it's male dominated. I'm sorry, I feel like me estoy trabando toda. And if she's like, well, I'm bringing new ideas, creative ideas, and no one's listening to me, then I you should consider if that's like the right place for you to work at. Because yeah, I mean, I like fresh ideas. Like, there's a lot of people, a lot of companies that are probably looking for you, and that can appreciate you. And if that's not the case, maybe it's something with you that you're feeling like offended, or maybe the way that you're talking, your ideas are not coming across, then you should, consider how you're talking.
Yeah,
Don't you think,
that
Anita?
that's a great point. Honestly, I didn't think about it, but that's a great point, Fer. Sometimes we want to force things, right? Like we want to force that job because how they are gonna fire me or how they are not gonna accept my ideas. But maybe
Yeah.
that's not your place. If you're not comfortable, if you're not happy, if they don't respect you, if they don't have the environment that you need to grow, that's not your
Right.
place. And that's what happened to me when I was in Radio Fair. After all this bad experience, I didn't want to quit because I didn't want to be a quitter. Even if I wasn't happy anymore, even
Exactly.
if I wasn't excited every morning I got up to go and do radio as I was before, even if I wasn't happy with the salary I was receiving, I felt like I could never quit because that was bad in my head, in my culture, like everything in my head didn't let me do that. But at the moment they fired me because they fired me, I felt like I
Yeah.
was able to
You're
breathe.
just a number.
Yes, and I felt like I was able to start over, and I felt like I was able to choose the place I wanted to work. And sometimes that's the best that can happen to you. Now, many years later, I think this happened 9 years ago, I can say that was the best thing that could happen to me. Um, I could say thank you to these people for letting me go, because I was able to accomplish so many things that I never thought I was going to be able to do it. So things happen for a reason, but definitely, and finally, before we leave, don't ever think that being bossy is a bad thing. Being bossy, that just we gotta be like,
Yeah.
we have to
Or
have that
too
concept clear,
passionate.
too passionate, because I'm a very passionate person. I get too
Yeah,
excited.
that's perfectly fine.
Yes, but being disrespectful is not okay. And being in an environment where you don't feel valuated and
Respected and
respected
valued.
is not okay. And that means that maybe better opportunities are waiting for you out there. Right?
Yes, Daniela. So think about it. See how you're feeling. Maybe that's not the place for you. Maybe you just reword everything that you're, or reword. Yeah, just, speak or say things differently, or make sure you're a little bit more bossy, which we just said it's not a bad thing. It could help as well. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay, but you guys let us know how you've been in this situation where they call you emotional or too intense or
too
too bossy,
passionate.
too
Yeah.
passionate, just because you are in a place where you felt not respected. Let us know. We want to hear your story, or if you have been in this situation, what have you done? What have worked for you? Share those advice as well with us, because we want to keep learning. We want to keep growing. So make sure you follow us on social media. Where can people find us, Fer?
Oh, we are on social media as Naked Questions, and you can find myself as Fernanda Lefon. What about you, Anita?
So I am in all the social media platforms as Rollos de Mujeres. And remember to visit our website, rollosdemujeres.com, where actually we have a lot of blog articles where we talk about these topics. We share advice coming from people with expertise in those fields. And also we are now producing training courses that we're going to be sharing with you guys. If you want to learn more about it, visit our website, rollosdemujeres.com. Good luck, Daniela, and let us know what happened next, right, in your life.
Yes.
If you are staying in that job, or you are
If you're leaving.
leaving.
I know. Yeah, see you soon, guys. We'll see you in another episode.